Good day. My name is Raiden Mdluli. I am the director for Sanctuary Sanctorum. I am a community member for Huntington Village, which is right outside of the Kruger National Park and the Sabi Sands Private Game Reserve. We have decided, along with my colleagues, to illustrate for you guys a day-to-day on the lives of the members of this community called Huntington, which is made up of about 6 to 7,000 members, which 80% of those very people depend on the neighboring lodges and conservation areas which I have mentioned. And so, yeah, basically, this is a community which is almost 100% dependent on tourism. And whether it is in high-end positions such as management, or whether it be positions of domestic workers within those very locations. But obviously, what we will show you guys today is some of the states in which some of the families get to be living under. And although some are quite all right, but mostly the overall percentage shows most of the people within the community living quite impoverished, and in quite an impoverished kind of state, rather. So we urge you to just give us a bit of your time, and just to get what we are trying to bring across to you. Thank you very much.
Till I'm 6 feet underground, I'ma stay on my grind. Got my fist pulled up, fight till I'm on the shine. Ain't no way I'm backing down. Ain't no way I'm backing down.
Hey man, how's it?
Good man, how are you?
I'm alright, thanks. Can you just tell us about yourself?
Okay, my name is Ebon Makupue. I'm from Huntington Village.
Okay. All right, and can you tell us how many of you guys live in this household?
We are five, two guys and one lady with two children.
And how many of you guys are employed?
My sister is a cook at primary school there in Sukan.
Okay.
Yes.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm a student. I was at varsity. Then because of this coronavirus, we are home now.
Okay. So, what do you think during this corona period? Has there been any form of assistance that you have received from anywhere?
To be honest, no. We only survived through this children grant only. That is just 800 rand.
And you guys are 5 within the family.
Yes.
But all 5 of you have had to survive on 800 rand every single month.
Yes. Not every single month.
No, but I understand. Every year. And especially now during this period of COVID-19, because there's no other ways to make an additional income.
Yes. Sometimes if the lockdown wasn't here, we were going to try something, maybe go around, build, make bricks, just to create an extra income. Then now, there's no way. We survive through that child grant.
It is very, very rough, and I am very, very sorry that you have to go through that. If you were able to send a message to our national government right now, what would you say?
Our national government, this thing has been long going on. Then we were promised assistance long time ago. Food parcels, it was announced on national television, but even today we haven't received anything. So we already gave up on the government. So there's no other. Just we want to fight for ourselves, and to fight for survival. There's no other means that the government can assist. We have already given up on that.
I understand fully. Well, thank you for your time, and I hope that what we are doing here today does make a difference in all of our lives.
No, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Darren Mdluli. I am a resident of Huntington, the village of Huntington. I grew up here, spent most of the time in the Kruger National Park, actually, so that has been home for me for majority of my life, basically almost all of my life. But Huntington has always been home, and I grew up within the tourism industry, basically with both my parents working in the nearby lodges and hotels, and all of that. And I myself was fortunate enough to actually also be employed by one of the hotels also nearby. So I've actually been employed by in the tourism industry for all of my working years from since around 2013, and it's been a big strain on myself, and not just myself, but my family as well, because all of us depend on the tourism industry, with my mom being in the tourism industry, myself, my brother, everyone that is basically in a position to bring an income into the household is all dependent on the tourism industry. So we have had to sit now and try to make ends meet in other ways, mainly because we don't have an income. We were promised UIF, and that only lasted for about a month, and nothing after that. And so it has been a huge strain trying to put food on the table, and also trying to make ends meet, paying debts, and all of that. So with that being said, I just want to urge just our government to, at least, if not opening the tourism industry completely, but rather making means for people that are in the village. I mean, in the village that I am in, about 90% of the village, everyone depends on the tourism industry. So if you are not going to be opening up the tourism industry, rather than providing for those that are going hungry, for those that are in need of an income in their homes, I mean, rather meeting also on the promises that have been made with food parcels, in terms of also grants and all of that, rather meeting those needs within the community, so that everyone can make ends meet and actually feed their families, because it is a huge struggle with everything that I have seen since I had to be at home for the whole lockdown period. So just urging the government to rather take action in opening the tourism industry, or take action in actually providing a way to make ends meet for everyone in the community. Thank you very much for the opportunity to address.
Morning. My name is Tsietsi Ishmael Hlachwayo. I'm one of the youth residing here in Huntington. The impact of COVID-19 has really brought a dramatic change in my life, especially this year early around March. I was supposed to be in KZN, got a new job as a facilitator, but it never capitalized because of COVID-19. So now I'm here in the village, but I started a new task. Now I'm on the agriculture side. As you can see, I'm keeping myself a bit busy and also trying to feed community. I'm planting a spinach, and this is a chili. So I'm selling it a bit cheap, spinach for 10 rand, a chili. But I also compromise, because most of the community members, they can, survive. There's no income that is coming. So I try to give them some spinach for free if they don't have money. But some really, they come, they buy. So I also have a little bit of money I can go buy. So really, we are hoping, all of us, that the epidemic can just, they get the medication, or it just cease, so things they can go back to normally. Especially here in remote villages, there's no lots of job opportunity or so. So also the epidemic, it has impact life is really difficult. Yeah, it's really difficult. So I hope the government or the community leaders, they can try to assist. I don't have much to say, but really COVID-19 has really brought a drastic change in their lives. Thank you.
Good day, ma.
Good day, how are you?
I'm well, thanks. And how are you, ma?
I'm good, thanks.
Can you please introduce yourself to us, ma?
Okay, I'm Trifina Zitamkansi. I'm a married woman, a mother of 4 children and 9 grandchildren.
Very nice. A big family, hey?
Yes, a big family.
Nah, that's amazing. God has blessed you.
Yes.
What do you and your husband do for a living?
Okay, me, I was working at the nearest hotel, community hotel nearby. So, but from now, me and my husband who are staying at home, we're not working because of COVID.
And what is the impact that not working has brought onto your life?
Yo, it's painful. I don't know how to say. Even if you saw me now, right now, I don't even have something to put on my stomach. I don't pay. They didn't pay us since April, May, June. We didn't receive anything. When our employee asked to the UIF, they say some of us were not in UIF.
So you're not registered. You're not on the database.
According to them, we're not registered.
That is
Meanwhile,
rough.
every month they deducted our UIF man,
That
and
is
we
very
don't know
rough.
how to do now so far.
That is very rough. But if the hospitality or tourism industry could open up, you would basically be able to return to work and you would be able to provide for your family once again. Is that correct?
Yes, I think so.
Because if everything goes back to
Normal.
almost normal, and you get guests at your property and your husband gets guests at his property, then you are able to at least get an income to feed your kids and your grandkids.
Yes, I able, and I satisfy. So the problem is the COVID, because now I don't know how to do anymore.
And what if you were to be able to say something right now to our government? What would you say? I mean, because of the lockdown that is in place.
What I can say to the government, I can say the government is unfair, because right now they pay some who are not working at all. They give them 350, but us who were working for them and they tax us, they didn't give us anything. We don't receive anything from the government for the living. So that is unfair, according to myself.
And the best thing that they could do right now is to open up the industry so you can at least work for your money.
Yes, and for my family.
Well, thank you very much, Ma. We definitely hope that what we are trying to do here does help and that it does not fall on deaf ears alone. But good luck for you and your family, and stay blessed.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for giving us your time and watching this clip. I hope that it has illustrated what the community members of Huntington are currently enduring and currently facing during these times of the national lockdown and the COVID-19 pandemic that we currently face. In no way are we trying to paint a image of its non-existence, as we do know that it does exist. We do believe it exists, but we do also want to show everybody out there what challenges and what other social challenges, yes, such communities end up facing. To be put in a position where you are fearing for your life because of a virus with flu-like symptoms, or whether you actually end up dying of hunger, is very difficult. And for such communities which depend on the tourism industry, we actually just would like to have it be that the tourism industry just gets a slight opening, and the opportunity to actually prove itself of worthiness. I mean, tourism industry is comprised of very, very responsible candidates, and members, and we strongly believe that this would be handled in a very eloquent type of manner. There is not much else to add on top of everything else that my community members have already spoken. We would just like to once again thank you for giving us your time. And from me, Raiden Mundluli, and the team, signing out. Thank you very much.
Till I'm 6 feet underground, I'ma stay on my grind. Got my fist full of fight till I'm on a shine. Ain't no way I'm backing down.